Okay, so in lab 6-2, we're going to go through and we're going to test the group policies that we set up in our lab 6-1. So first thing is we're going to test the interactive login message on the TEC330 ADDC. So you'll want to start that and the TEC330 client virtual machine. So once your TEC330 ADDC is up, in order to test this, you should just have to click Control-Delete here, and then you should get your authorized users or whatever message that you used. And you'll want to take a screenshot of this screen right here for submission. So after you hit OK here, you're presented with the login. So I'm going to log in here. And now I'm at the desktop. All right, so that is the first step of this exercise. So we've done that part. So next, we want to log into TEC330 client with the Bob Burt account that we created in Lab 5-1. So what we want to do then is our TEC330 client here is up. We want to do Control-Delete. And you guys won't have this, you'll have a different user. I already used this to log in once with him, so that's why it has his name there. So we'll do TEC330/Bob Burt. And then we'll do our password. And then it's going to say user's password must be changed. So here it's telling us to try to use password 2, which does not meet the complexity requirements. So we should get an error here. So I'll type password 2 twice and sign in. And then it says unable to update password. The value provided for the new password does not meet the length or complexity or history requirements of the domain. So this is what happens if you type in a password, the same password, or a password that's not long enough or doesn't have one of the characters that it needs. This is the error message that you'll see. So we want to take a screenshot of this error to ensure that this worked correctly. So take a screenshot of this for submission. You'll hit OK. Right, so now we failed the first password attempt, so I'm going to type in the current password, and then it wants us to use TEC330 lab ! As the password, which should work. So we're going to do TEC330 lab ! TEC330 lab ! Oops. Maybe I typed something wrong. Did I type something wrong? TEC330. Oh, it's because I used, I already did this lab, so I can't use the same password twice. So you guys will be fine using TEC330 lab ! I'm just going to do TEC330 lab with 2 exclamation points, which should work. Oh, whoops. All right, I'm having some trouble here. Try this again. There we go. Okay. So it says your password has been changed, and now we should get to the desktop after it goes through its setup. So the last part of this is that we want to display that the lock screen shows up after a certain amount of minutes, right? So we set it to 5 minutes. So basically we're going to have to just let this here for over 5 minutes and make sure that the computer is automatically locked. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this here. We're at the desktop. So, I'm obviously for this video, I'm going to cut out the waiting. So if you pause the video now and then come back after like 5 to 6, probably like 6 minutes or so. It should be locked at that point, and then we will take a screenshot of the locked screen with the password box. Okay, so now you can see that we've got the screensaver here. So if I hit Control-Delete, you can see that Bob Burt is logged in here, and we can type his password in and then log in. So you'll want to take a screenshot of this right here. Now keep in mind that your screensaver background may be different because of the fact that I logged into this account before. So you may just have like a blue or black screen, which is fine. The point here is that it locked the computer. So if you get up and walk away and you forget to lock your computer, someone can't come up and essentially do stuff as you. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here, and I'm going to show you guys one last thing about group policy. So in a domain environment, sometimes you need to figure out what exactly is being applied on a computer, right? So there is a way to do that. So in this instance, I'm going to run what's called the resultant set of policy. So to do that, you just right click, you go to run, and then you run rsop.msc. And what this is going to do is it's going to pull up a little box. And because I'm logged in as Bob Burt, who is not an administrator of this computer, I can't look at the computer policies. However, I can look at the user policies. So that's what it's going to do here. It's only going to show us the user configuration. If you wanted to view the computer configuration, you would have to log in as an administrator of the computer and or run the RSOP command from the command line using an administrator command prompt. You could also do that as well. So if we look under administrative tools, personalization, here we can see, here's all the settings that we did for the screensaver. And then you can see it even tells you what group policy is applying it. And then kind of if you go back up to user configuration, you can see all the different areas. We don't have anything configured in here as far as that's concerned under user. So, but depending on what you have configured, you'll have a lot more stuff in here for group policy. Obviously, a lot of stuff is applied at the computer level. A lot is applied at the user level. So this is just another way that you can view how things are applied on this computer. So for this assignment, you'll want to submit those 3 screenshots that we did. So we did one screenshot of the interactive login message. We did one screenshot of the password complexity error for Bob Burt. And then we did a screenshot of the screen being locked, showing the password box after there. So you'll want to submit those for this assignment, and that's it.